Slide me to sports slash hip hop. This is gonna be my review on the NBA draft. I know it's been a minute. I haven't done anything since the NBA finals because no basketball and no big sports and stuff I need to talk about here really happening or anything like that. So I figured I'd start with the draft and free agency starting next week. So I definitely doing putting more stuff on here. And no rap albums as well had came out as well for me to really talk about. That Kanye West album doesn't hit till next month along with Nas album as well. I'll be doing reviews on both of them as well because I'm a big Kanye West fan. Kanye West is one of my top 5 favorite rappers. And Nas, he's a legend. So of course I gotta do something on Nas. He's a legend. So, but I'm gonna start with my NBA draft review. This draft, they said it's supposed to be good. They said it's supposed to be up there with the '96 draft and the 2003 draft, and I think the 1981 or 82 draft it was with Jordan and all them and Hakeem all them came out. They said this draft's supposed to be that good, that deep, and as good as that. To me, my opinion, my personal opinion, '96 draft is the best draft class ever. It's gonna be hard to top that. We all know who came in the '96 draft. So, but they said this draft supposed to be up there with it. So and all, I really don't have a problem with anything any team did for the most part, from what I know, because I don't really like a lot of you. I didn't really watch that much basketball this season. I didn't really say what this team need, what that team need. It seemed like when I seen like every team got what they needed and stuff like that. We don't know because till it happens on the court. Because like I said, this draft is so good. Any player you get is gonna be good for you. But I like Cade Cunningham, the Detroit Pistons. I forgot his name. Oh my goodness, I keep on forgetting this guy's name. It's Cade Cunningham, yes, for Detroit Pistons. I like him as the first all draft pick. We know Detroit has not been relevant for the past 10 years. Yeah, I mean, pretty much since Chauncey Billups and all them, Detroit Pistons have not been pretty much relevant since. They had in first round exits in the playoffs pretty much, I think. They made the playoffs in the past 10 years, but it's just pretty much in first round exits, that's it. So, like I said, Cade Cunningham could be that guy that I feel like could really like get them back to that nitty gritty Detroit Pistons. He's one of the part of the pieces they get. I like the other players drafted as well, but he could be part of that piece. Be like that Chauncey Billups, that guy to get all them together and gets rounds up the troops and gets them that nitty gritty Detroit. That's pretty much Detroit's built their championships of winning off of being that nitty gritty defensive type of team. Never been flashy, never been fire on offense. It's always been nitty gritty, tough defense. And the way that this guy talks, Cade Cunningham, when I saw him in interviews, he's like, he knows his basketball. He's a student of the game. He loves the game. I'm like, yeah, he can be that piece to get Detroit back relevant again. So I like what Detroit did in the draft. I like Cade Cunningham. I really think he's gonna be a star in this thing, all star, everything. I'm just gonna say this. I think he'd be a future Hall of Famer. That's in my opinion. I definitely think he would not be one of those first round busts at all. And I also like what Houston did with getting Jalen Green. Jalen Green's a good player, man. Another guy, like, I feel like he's another guy, future all star, future defensive player. Like, I like his work ethic, everything. He said he's going to be the next defensive player of the year. Like, I like him as well. Like I said, next 2 years, watch out for Houston. I know Houston had a rough season last year with James Harden. Last summer, the man that he wanted to trade, he didn't want to be there and everything like that. So they had to pretty much rebuild and regroup. But I like some of the young players they got, and I like the draft that they drafted this year. So next 2 years, watch out for Houston. Houston's gonna be back on top again. And this time, like I said, they're gonna be able to. I feel like this time they'll have like more a team unity as well. It's not gonna be like because they pretty much have built everything around James Harden. I feel like next time they get good, it'll be like a more of a team basketball thing. I feel like when Houston gets good because you're gonna have a bunch of players that can score, create their own shots. So I like what Houston's doing. Other teams I thought did good. Orlando, I thought did well. They had 2 first round draft picks. Watch out for Orlando next 2 years. Mo Bamba just been hurt. They had a lot of injuries, no coaching, and everything like that. But I watch out for Orlando. Orlando, like they're rebuilding right now. Next few years, Orlando, like they can do something as well. Watch out for them. And of course, OKC, they got many. They'll have so many draft picks till I'm about 40 years old. They still gonna be drafting in the first round forever. If they don't win a championship at all with all these draft picks they got, Sam Presti is gonna be just a terrible GM. I'm serious. If they do not win at all, any championships, all the first round draft picks they got, they Sam Presti just a horrible GM because it's what I'm saying, they got so many. It's hard to count. They never gonna stop drafting in the first round. So, but I like what OKC did. Then also I like what the Pelicans did as well. I feel like watch out for the Pelicans. They gave LaMelo Ball some scores, so I feel like that'll be good for him. They gave him some scores. They're going to run the offense with him. So watch out for not the Pelicans. Watch out for the Hornets, Charlotte Hornets. Not the Pelicans. Watch out for the Charlotte Hornets. Like they gonna be up next. I like because like I said, LaMelo Ball. He's another future All Star to me, future Hall of Famer. I can imagine him becoming an MVP in this league. So they got him some good scores to go on the wing with him. That's all he needs, some scores to run and gun with him. And LaMelo Ball gonna be on point. It'd be interesting to see if Lonzo does join him in Charlotte, but I just doubt that happens. Lonzo joins him in Charlotte. He don't want to get outshined by your younger brother. You don't want to get outshined by your brother, Pierre, especially your younger one. So I don't think that happened. But I like the scores they drafted and all they got around. They got around LaMelo. So I like what the Hornets did as well. Also, let me talk about the Hawks. I like what the Hawks did getting Keon Johnson, a defensive guy, hustle player that can score points in the paint and all that. I feel like that's what really the Hawks needed. They need like that, kind of like what PJ Tucker was for the Milwaukee Bucks, like just that hustle guy, that dirty player, like help keep Trey out of foul trouble, keep Trey from getting hurt or anything like that, getting traded into something. Keon Johnson can be that guy, that hustle player. That every team needs that, and Milwaukee had that with PJ Tucker. So, and a Bobby Portis as well. They had that with PJ Tucker and Bobby Portis, those hustle guys that got those dirty plays and got the steals and all that. I feel like Keon Johnson can do that for the Hawks. So I like the Hawks drafting Keon Johnson. I feel like he will be that guy for them. Then the steal in the draft, everybody said that guy I feel like was good. Two as well as getting Sharif Cooper. The Hawks have had pretty much had a hard time finding a good backup point guard for Trae Young. So I mean, you had Lou Williams when they traded to get Lou Williams because Rondo was supposed to be that guy, but that didn't work out. So then trying to get Lou Williams, but Lou Williams inconsistent because age was pretty much catching up with him. I feel like so he couldn't do it back to back kind of games like that, score like that. So Sharif Cooper, another young guy, another fiery guy off the bench, I feel like could really do good, especially if him and Trey on the floor together. That's gonna be dangerous. So I like what the Hawks did as well. So I feel they got two steals with getting Keon Johnson and Sharif Cooper, two guys that a lot of people didn't think would be that low in the draft. So I like what the Hawks did as well. So good draft. Now I'm gonna get on talk about the big trade that happened. Russell Westbrook will be joining LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the Los Angeles Lakers. I like it. I know, like I said, LeBron's most used to shooters. Everybody says that, so that's the only thing you might be worried about and all that. But Russell Westbrook, he's a facilitator. LeBron James getting up to age. He wants somebody else probably to hold the ball, take the pressure off him. And Russell Westbrook can do that. The man averages a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the video, I wanted him to win. I feel like he should have won MVP and all that because I feel like what he did for Washington last season was definitely good. So, but him going to LA, hometown, I feel like this is his best chance he's ever had his career to win a championship. Since probably maybe OKC. That's the only other time he had to win a championship. Of course, when he went to the finals with a young James Harden, and it was him and Kevin Durant. But this team right here, y'all, this is probably me like his best chance to win a championship. If he don't win a championship with this squad right here, then like I don't know what to say. But I feel like how Chris Paul with Phoenix last year, just this past season, I should say, when Chris Paul went to the NBA Finals with the Phoenix Suns, that was his perfect chance to win, to make it to win the championship NBA Finals. I feel like this right here with Russell Westbrook, this is Russell Westbrook's perfect chance to win the NBA Finals with this squad. So, like I said, two of my favorite point guards growing up watching is Chris Paul. We're both Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook. So, Chris Paul had a chance this year with Phoenix, came up just short. But I think this right here, this is Russell Westbrook's best chance with this team he got right here to go to the championship and win the finals. So it's gonna be interesting. The Lakers still got to pick up a lot of players. I feel like they need a bunch of shooters. Like I said, you got Russell, LeBron James, they're not really big shooters like that, and you got AD as a big man, and you got Marc Gasol, who's another big man who really kind of past his prime a little bit. Really ain't been doing that much. Gasol at all, but they got to, they definitely got to draft some more shooters and some more hustle players. But they can, who don't want to team with LeBron and trying to win a championship? So they'll be able to find some players. But so I like I said, I like the trade. It's a new big three in LA, in the West Coast right now. So you don't know about the Clippers. Like I said, Kawhi, he might be out for the season, all next season as well with their injuries. So LA doesn't look too good. So Denver, like I said, Denver's gonna come back strong. A lot of teams gonna come back strong, but I like Lakers still. With this getting Russell Westbrook, they still got the best shot to win a championship to me with this squad right here. Just add a few more pieces to the roster, and there you go right there. So I like it. So. And, of course, Washington said Bradley Beal is staying. He wants to do the Giannis route. He wants to win with his team. He doesn't want to, hop and chase a ring. So, he wants to duke it out at Washington. So, he's like the Washington getting all the pieces for him. Like I said, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's still a good player. He was a big reason why Lakers won the championship last year. And then also, Kyle Kuzma is a new fresh new start for him in Washington. I feel like he can do something. I feel like he still has the potential to be a real good player. So, I've heard stuff that Kyle Kuzma is a good player. I heard a lot of stuff people around the way. So I feel like Kuzma, this would be a good shot for him, to redeem himself, do good in Washington. So I hope he does well. Then of course Montrezl Harrell, that was just a fiasco in LA. He didn't even play in the playoffs, so he had a terrible time in LA. So him being in Washington too, I feel like that'll help him out as well. So if all three of them stay, I feel like Wizards still got a good team as well, good nucleus. Like I said, Bradley Beal says he's in it for the long haul. So hey, Washington can do what they can do. Just give him the help and support he needs. Just how Milwaukee did for Giannis, they gave him the help and support he needed. So I like it. So I like the big trade acquisition. So nothing else really big happened. There's been other big, trades. Of course, Ricky Rubio, I think he got traded to a team as well. Ricky Rubio was traded to. Oh man, I know it's on my live video. Don't know it's on the video. Cavaliers. Ricky Rubio was traded to the Cavaliers as well. Ricky Rubio was a guy I been following his career for a while. That's why that was a big trade for me, him going to Cleveland. Like I said, I don't know what the Cavaliers, Cleveland doing. Like I said, since LeBron James left, it's like they're just, like I said, rebuilding and doing what they can and all that. I like kind of sucks in the point guard they got. So, and I like Darius Garland as well. So, I don't know. Like I said, I like Ricky Rubio going to Cleveland, but I don't know if he's going to stay there or not. I feel like he might go to another team, a championship team. So, but like I said, a lot of big trades, big moves. But when free agent hits, that's when the real everything will go down with free agency. So I can't wait for that. I definitely doing videos on all that. But like I always say, man, thanks for watching. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe to get more of my content on music and sports as well. So like I said, good NBA draft. Like I said, every team say drafted what they needed. It's interesting to see free agency. The big thing, I feel like that's going to be the more bigger thing. The free agency is going to see what everybody does in free agency. And that big blockbuster trade with Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers really has the Lakers to me sitting up on the high throne right now with that big acquisition. So, like I always say, man, y'all have a good day. Y'all be blessed. I'm out, and good night.